The whispering compass Leo wasn't like the other kids in Maple Creek, while they chased soccer balls or built block towers. Leo saw puzzles, the way Mrs. Henderson's prize-winning roses grew in perfect spirals. A pattern, the strange, smooth stones near the old creek bend, clues waiting to be deciphered. His most prized possession wasn't a toy, but a dented brass compass his grandpa Arlo had given him, whispering, "True north isn't always on the map, Leo. Sometimes it's in the feeling." One rainy Tuesday, boredom pressed down like the grey sky. Leo was tracing the water droplets racing down his window pane when a flash of colour caught his eye. Tucked under the dripping eaves of the ancient oak tree in his backyard, the one Grandpa called Old Whisper, was a small oilcloth bundle. Heart thumping like a tiny drum, Leo dashed out, rain soaking his hair instantly. Inside the bundle lay a single smooth river stone, etched with a tiny, intricate spiral and a folded piece of parchment. Unfolding, it revealed a map of Maple Creek, but not the one from school. This one was hand-drawn, faded, and marked with symbols only. Leo recognized the spiral on the stone matched one near the crumbling stone bridge over Sycamore Creek beneath it. In Grandpa Arlo's familiar looping script, where the water sings over Sleeping Stone, "Seek the eye that sees alone." Adventure. Leo's compass felt warm in his pocket. He grabbed his bright yellow raincoat and boots. The stone clutched tight and raced towards the bridge. Rain pattered on his hood, turning the world into a watercolor blur. At the bridge, mossy stones lined the bank. "The eye that sees alone, ... Leo murmured, scanning. Then he saw it. A single, perfectly round, dark stone embedded in the moss, unlike the others. It was an eye. He pried it loose, revealing a shallow hollow beneath. Inside lay another clue, a tiny carved wooden owl and a new note, "Where feathered sentinels guard the high, find the key beneath the sigh." The feathered sentinels had to be the old oak trees in Miller's Field where owls nested. The sigh, Leo knew that sound. It was the wind whistling through the hollow trunk of the oldest, gnarliest oak, the one kids called Grandfather Tree. He sprinted across the soggy field, mud splattering his boots. At the great tree, he pressed his ear to the damp bark. There it was, a low, mournful sigh as the wind rushed through its hidden heart. Kneeling, he felt around the massive roots. His fingers brushed something cool and metallic tucked into a crevice, a small, tarnished brass key. The compass hummed faintly in his pocket, its needle trembling, not pointing north, but towards the old abandoned Miller farmhouse on the hill, Grandpa Arlo's, final note tucked with the key. Confirmed it, where stories sleep, in dust and beam. Unlock the dreamer's secret stream. The farmhouse loomed, paint peeling like sunburnt skin, windows, dark eyes. Leo's courage wavered, but the compass pulsed warmly, a silent nudge. He crept inside, the air thick with the smell of old wood and forgotten things. Sunlight speared through holes in the roof, illuminating dancing dust motes. Unlock the dreamer's secret stream, ... double quotes, He searched frantically drawers, cupboards, behind loose floorboards. Nothing. He slumped against the cold stone fireplace, the key heavy in his hand. Think Leo. Grandpa loved stories. ... streams. ... secret stream. His eyes fell on the dusty, cobwebbed mantelpiece. Above it, carved into the beam, was a small, almost invisible keyhole, shaped like a teardrop. With trembling fingers, Leo inserted the brass key. It turned with a soft click. A hidden panel in the beam slid open, not revealing gold or jewels, but a small velvet-lined box. Inside lay a single perfect acorn, polished smooth, and a final note: Leo, my true north. The greatest treasure isn't gold you hold, but the wonder you find brave and bold. This acorn, planted long ago by a boy who saw the world just so. It grew to be Old Whisper, strong and tall, a secret shared, the greatest gift of all. Keep seeking, keep wondering, keep the spark alive. The real adventure is how you thrive. Love. Grandpa Arlo. Leo stared, tears mixing with the rain on his cheeks. He hadn't found pirate gold, but something better. A connection, a legacy of curiosity, and the understanding that the real treasure was the journey itself, the puzzle solving, the noticing, the quiet magic hidden in plain sight. He clutched the acorn, warm and alive in his palm. Outside, the rain stopped. Sunlight broke through the clouds, painting the wet world in gold. Leo ran home, not to hide his find, but to show his mum. As he burst through the door, dripping and beaming, he placed the acorn gently on the kitchen table beside his whispering compass. Outside, Old Whisper stood tall, its leaves glistening, holding 100 years of secrets and one very special boy's newfound understanding. The adventure wasn't over. It had just changed shape, ready for the next clue hidden in the ordinary, extraordinary world. And Leo, his eyes bright with the spark Grandpa Arlo had seen all along, knew he'd always be ready to follow it.